a little early today, so actually the turnout is about the same as it was last night. So about 30 racers, give or take, I think we have for this one.
Yeah, looks like we're already getting started here. It's like everyone's starting up on Link's. Oh wait, okay. Power Glove and boots already.
Wow, nice. And that's a good one to get right there in the sanctuary, too.
Yeah, they can just check the bonk rocks right here before getting anywhere in town. We see 3 of the runners doing this, kind of what I feel to be like the standard start of running up here to Uncle and checking the tree pull. But looks like Sanctuary start might actually pay off. Nice 20 rupees from the Tier 1 tree pull, though.
We got a Turtle Rock, a small key, and the bonk rocks, too.
Well, that's certainly not going to help them too much right now. Where's that going? Oh, he's got to be doing Houlihan, isn't he? Yeah, sure is. So
sorry, go ahead. I was just going to say that we are doing a mode that we don't traditionally see here on Speed Gaming. This is the Keysanity mode. Just to give a very quick synopsis for the viewers who are unfamiliar with Keysanity. Picture it just like the normal item randomizer, but all of the dungeon items, particularly the keys and big key, are also randomized in the pools of items, and they can appear outside of their dungeons and even in other dungeons as well. So in addition to finding the items necessary to complete the seed, they're also going to need to look for keys as they're going throughout the overworld and use them to progress in dungeons as well.
Yeah, in addition, typically you would be able to check the world map to see what dungeons are pendants and crystals, but those will not show up on the world map unless they have found the map for that dungeon. So I believe they found the map to Tower of Hera already, and someone checked, and I believe it was a crystal, but the other dungeons on the Light World, we don't know yet until someone finds the map.
That is correct, and you can't even use the dungeon music either. The dungeon music is randomized as well, so you will not know if it's a pendant or crystal until you actually get that map or get the crystal or pendant yourself. So it gives a layer of mystery, I guess, while you're going through all the dungeons.
Yeah, you can talk to Sahasrara. Oh, what was that on the ledge? That looked like something important.
It really did. Like, it was either... It looked like either like a hook shot or like an arrow or something, like some kind of sharp object anyway.
Yeah, it might have been one of the canes, maybe? I'm not sure. It did kind of look like the hook shot of one of those.
Oh yeah, Kane. It could have been Kane as well. I'll have to look at flaafykins' screen when she goes by there.
Alright, what else was... Oh yeah, the compass is a little less useful. The compasses will give you a number tracker of how many chests are in dungeons. If you're familiar with the normal randomizer, you'll know like item dungeon counts, like Eastern has 3 items and Desert has 2 items. Well, that's not exactly true in this mode, considering all the dungeon items are, you know, pretty much everywhere, so you have to go off all the chests available in a dungeon. This makes Mire, like, especially lucrative, because, you know, there's a bunch of chests in there, and most of the keys, or most of them are keys and stuff, but there's just a lot of free chests in this version.
Well, I could still not really see that item, even from Flappy's screen, either.
Alright, looks like Chad is saying it looks like it was the Cane of Samaria on Aghanim 1's ledge.
Ooh, okay, and that's probably going to be an item they'll need as well, so we will probably see an Aghanim clear at some point in this seed.
Oh yeah, especially with those boots already. I imagine once they get Aghanim access, it won't take them too long to go finish that off.
And another interesting thing about Aghanim's Tower, in this case, because we're doing it, it's not going to really matter so much, but those keys that are in Aghanim's Tower, they are also in the pool of items, so not only are there item possibilities in Aghanim's Tower, but you also have to find the keys to Aghanim's Tower before you even hope to even clear it, so you have to keep that stuff in mind as well.
Yeah, once you have access past the barrier, there is 1 chest, and then the second chest you will need 1 key and the lamp to be put into logic, and then to actually finish the tower you will need to find the second key somewhere. And it looks like we found a sword already here in the Kakariko well, along with the Moon Pearl.
Yeah, the sword and Moon Pearl in here, so that's really good. I find that you usually find the Moon Pearl very early, and just getting Dark World access very early in Keysanity, just because of just the way progression works in Keysanity. Sometimes you'll have to go to the Dark World for an item progression in the Light World, so chances are you will be going to the Dark World, but you'll still probably have to do Aghanim too, just based on what's on the Lumberjack tree or just items inside Aghanim's tower.
We're not even out of Kakariko Village, and we already have the boots and the flute. So these guys are going to be getting around pretty quickly.
Yes, definitely.
Let's see, what else? So, man, I had a thought. I was going to say something. I already forgot. Anyway, we got our flute already. We have Death Mountain access. Though there's currently only the one item in the logic so far until we can find a way across the broken bridge or up the, the mirror spot, Spectral Rock. But it might be something they want to go check out. I don't know. Not at this point. There's a lot of extra stuff that they can do in the Southern Light World.
Mm-hmm. Traditionally for Keysanity, you'll find that the beginning of Keysanity is very similar to standard and open modes. You're going to be checking all the same locations just because everything is available to you. So the start's going to look pretty similar, I'd say. It may point you in slightly different directions just based on the items you get. But yeah, we'll see a lot of the early Kakariko. Might see a play over to the eastern area. Hyrule Castle and Escape is also another lucrative area as well.
You will likely see the Go mode item be like a string of keys. Probably won't be items. It'll definitely probably be keys. And of course, we're always keeping an eye out for the Ganon's Tower Big Key, which is like, the main elusive item in this mode.
Yeah, but because of that, there's probably not going to be a key guessing game for the Keysanity modes, just because it could be literally in over 200 different item locations, and that'd be a pain to keep a track of. So no key guessing game, unfortunately. But we can still predict of where it's going to be, I suppose.
Looks like the Ether Medallion was found in the dam here. With the with one glove upgrade already found, they only need to find the mitts, and they may already have Mire access. That's a bit of a scary thought at this point when you're only running around with 4 health.
Oh, we found the Ganon's Tower Big Key already. It was drowned
already?
in the dam. It was drowned in the dam.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I'm feeling a little let down.
So if you guessed like in the 20 to 30 chest range, item range, you correctly got the Ganon's Tower guessing game.
It's like there was a pod small key, a Palace of Darkness small key from the Mushroom Turn-In. Now, pod is probably one of the more scary dungeons in this mode because of, it has 6 keys, which is absolutely crazy. And then you have to, try to not lock yourself out of the correct way to go. There's another pod small key in the mini Moldarm Cave.
Yeah. Also a Master Sword. It looks like KillerApp got the Master Sword as well.
Ooh. So I believe you can finish pod as long as you have the bow and know the hammer jump. You can get out of pod with, I think, only 4 of the 6 keys. Or rather, you can get all of the items in pod.
Yeah, definitely. As all the other versions of the randomizer, though, the people who've created the logic for this have gone through numerous trials and making sure that you can still get every single key and still go with the progression through pod regardless. But it is nice to have like some of those more advanced techniques learned, just so you can kind of go in there with less keys just in case.
There was another pod small key in the Ice Rod Cave. I think that's already 3 we've found.
Yep, I believe so.
Alright, Acktheboker is checking out escape. You don't need... There is one small key in a chest in escape, but you don't need it to check out this bottom area. So you can get all the way to Zelda's cell without having the small key. In fact, the only thing that small key is really useful for is that escape sequence to get into the back of the sewers, which you obviously don't need if you already have the gloves.
Yeah, so that small key really will not come into play, really.
If they even find it, yeah.
Right.
But they will have to be keeping an eye out for those 2 castle tower keys, I believe they're called, because they are going to most likely need to beat Aghanim to grab that Cane of Samaria.
Yeah, because there are a lot of chests in Turtle Rock, so even if Turtle Rock and Mire are both pendants, there could still be progression in Turtle Rock. So Cane of Samaria, that looks like it's going to be Aghanim required, at least based on percentages anyway.
Alright, all the way down here in Zelda's jail cell. Oh gosh. I'm sure he's doing this on purpose, but it's still scary to watch.
Yeah.
Oh, he's lucky he didn't get a health refill from that.
That's happened so many times in the tournament that's going alongside this that, yeah, it's painful when it does happen, because it's like you want to do that death ward.
KillerApp's in a dark room. Do we know which one he's in right now? Is he in the Death Mountain Cave?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll be able to see what the old man has right here. And then Ack is doing the dark room in the castle sewers, so we'll be able to see this one as well. Well, provided the item, is visible.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, just a 20 from the old man, but of course that opens up the save and quit point. It's a really popular one just because, oh no, Ack dies in the dark escape.
Yeah. But yeah, like you're saying, it's a very popular respawn point because it is the closest to the overworld and closest to a health refill, so you can very quickly restore your health and just immediately flute once you leave the cave and just go to wherever you need to go.
Alright, nothing but a heart piece in Spectacle Cave, so KillerApp is gonna be getting right out of here. There's nothing else on Death Mountain for him right now. Looks like he's going into the Eastern Palace area. So Eastern Palace, still an okay place to check, but in the normal game you can get, at least 5 items over in this area because of Satra's hut and doing the fairly simple dark room in Eastern Palace, but without the Eastern Palace big key, you don't have access to the big key chest. So it's a little, scary to come over here. I don't know about scary, but, you're just getting... There's the Titans just hanging out!
Yeah, there it is. Okay, so we have Dark World access now.
Green pendant is Skullwood, Sahasral says. Yeah, that may actually be Mire access, isn't it?
Oh, that is. Yeah, we
Yeah,
can take a look at the Mire area.
Yeah, if it ends up being that Ether Medallion, with those boots, you can bonk right in, and it's one of those things you might not think about. Oh, you need the hookshot to get into Mire. Well, no, you can actually just use the boots to bonk across that starting screen.
Yeah, it really is kind of looking like an early Mire play right now. Only just like one small key, but still, like, there's a lot of keys in Mire that are just kind of like laying around. So you could actually make some progress in there.
Now, I believe you actually need 0 Misery Mire small keys in order to get all of the chests there.
Oh, really? Okay.
You definitely do need the big key, of course, to get the big chest and access to Vitreous, but if you take that key from the skull on the right side, in that spike room, you can use that to, if you use it wisely, you can open the door to the left where the 2 Firelock chests are, and yeah, you can do all of Misery Mire chests with 0 small keys.
Okay.
With that said, I think they do have one.
Yeah, they do. So, I mean, they have a little more leniency. They could possibly use that on the door that connects the I think it's the compass room in vanilla. And just kind of go back out there if they need to. So they have a little bit of leniency there.
All right, NYRambler picking up his Titan's mitts. We'll see if he also goes into Eastern Palace. Looks like he's not. I saw flaafykins did check the desert ledge, and I don't believe it was anything but money. And nothing in Agnes Cave either.
And looks like Ack is going to be checking out the eastern area, going to pick up his Titan's mid as well.
I'm really feeling Meyer right now.
Yeah, I am too, especially after finding out the small key thing. Yeah, good play. But that also assumes that it is the Ether Medallion that we need to get in there.
Sure, of course. Either way, I mean, there's always the Meyer shed. I feel like that's a pretty quick 2 to check.
Definitely.
Looks like Rambler's opting to just go into the Village of Outcasts up here instead of the Meyer area right now. I definitely can't blame him for that. I mean, there's a lot of easy to access spots this way.
Yeah. I don't think they have the big key for Thieves Town yet, but thankfully the first 4 chests in Thieves Town are all right at the beginning, so this is one of those times where it may not be a bad idea to just kind of double dip that dungeon just to get those 4 items.
I do believe they, in fact, have the Thieves Town big key.
Well, there you go.
I know at least someone does. I definitely remember seeing the text. I don't know if they have the small key. There is one small key in Thieves Town that will unlock the big chest, but of course they don't have the hammer, so that doesn't really matter right now.
Oh, apparently the big key from Thieves Town was at the Uncle, so they do have access to the rest. They could finish Thieves Town. One chest might not be able to be gotten yet, but that's a lot of Thieves Town dips kind of go like that too, though, so they're pretty familiar with that happening.
Right, flaafykins just checked the map, and I saw pod was Crystal 7. Also, NYRambler did find the flippers in the C-shaped house. And Ack looks like he is hopping into Meyer, so we will very quickly see if they actually do have access to Meyer already. I didn't see it. Guess we'll find out pretty soon.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's the cape hanging out in the Meyer shed, and that's all. And did Rambler find the Thieves Town small key was in Thieves Town?
Wow. Yeah, if there's no text that appears whenever you enter a dungeon and get a key, that's because that key belongs to that dungeon. So, yeah, I think he does have that vanilla Thieves key now. So
now, KillerApp just grabbed a small key in that mummy room there. That is the only, I think it's the only 100% static small key, I believe.
Yes, that is correct.
Right there in Skullwoods.
Yep.
That is because if you were to fall in that room, you would be soft locked and forced to save and quit out, and they didn't want that to happen, so they made that chest always have a small key.
Which that sometimes can be good to have, especially in a mode like Keysanity, where if you don't have what you have to complete the rest of the dungeon, you can kind of just grab that small key there just to have one and not have to look for another one.
Alright, KillerApp picks up his flippers. I don't think we've seen anything too good in Skullwoods quite yet. But, let's see. I think we're going to have 2 in Skullwoods and 2 in Thieves Town here shortly. Ganon's Tower small key hiding. So you do need to find at least 1 Ganon's Tower small key. I want to say there's 4 in chests, and
yeah, that sounds about right.
I mean, in a perfect world, you will go into Ganon's Tower and already have the small key and the big key, and I believe that is going to be the case this race.
Yeah. So in Ganon's Tower, we can go mode Ganon's Tower very easily now. Ganon's Tower is not a concern really at all at this point.
Now, I did see a Ice Palace key in the bottom room of Thieves Town. I didn't see if it was a big key or small key, but it is one of the 3 various sized keys. Theoretically, if you know the Ice Palace bomb jump, you can get to the boss and complete it with 0 small keys and without the big key. But of course, this is Keysanity, so you don't know what's going to be hanging out in there, so you may very well need to find some stuff.
I believe in yesterday's Keysanity, there was a case, at least it was the case for me anyway, where I only got one Ice Palace small key, and I was able to enter and full clear it with just that one small key. I just had to do some very weird routing through the dungeon to make it work. So if you don't know the bomb jump, you may need to have like just one small key to get through and get everything, but you have to kind of maneuver your way around the dungeon a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Now, I saw the shovel. Someone just picked up the shovel. I don't remember. It was NYRambler picked it up. I believe it was in the Maiden's jail cell. The hook shot is on the bumper ledge. Oh man, Ack finds it, and he already has the cape that was in the mire shed, so he's gonna go grab that. That'll give him access to all of East Death Mountain, except Turtle Rock, really. Oh no, Rambler takes a death from blind. Is this just a lot of digs to get this digging game prize?
Oh, yeah. All for a red boomerang, too.
Alright, looks like Rambler is not going to be finishing up blind right now. He's gonna just come back a little later, I guess.
Yeah, he does only have 5 hearts, and that can be a tough fight if you let it get out of sync.
Yeah, the fireballs in that fight are going to be doing at least 1 heart of damage to you, regardless of your armor upgrade. So, despite them having blue mail right now, that's still only 5 hits you can take. So if things spiral out, they can get really bad quick.
And this way, Rambler kind of put himself in a position where if he finds out later if Thieves Town is not necessarily required, he may not have to go back in there to defeat Blind, but it's too soon to tell with that.
Alright, looks like all of our runners now have the flippers. That'll put the waterfall chests and the Zora's Ledge in the item logic right now. But other than that, that's about it. If they find a fire source, they can go to Ice Palace, I guess. KillerApp's heading into Hype Cave here.
Slightly more hype in Keysanity.
The Thieves Town map? Well, I mean, we can find out pretty quick. And a small key to pod. Well, I mean, you can't complain about that.
Yeah.
Better than nothing, I guess.
For sure. I mean, getting keys for pod's always good. Allows you to explore more of the dungeon.
Oh yeah, I saw in chat that no, you do not need the hookshot to grab the bumpered ledge. If you read the sign outside the bumper ledge, it actually says that you don't need the hookshot to grab it. But yeah, if you just kind of hug the north wall there, you can squeak on through just barely and not fall down that hole. Alright, KillerApp's going to be turning in the blacksmith after a small kind of blacksmith tour and get some bombs out of it. Dang.
And just a bombsmith in this seed.
And it looks like NYRambler is swimming up to pod right now, so he's going to be dipping into the Palace of Darkness, maybe finding something with all those keys he has. I want to say there's been at least, what, 4 now we've seen, maybe more even.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Now, you always hope to have the bow before coming in here. I was going to Catfish. You always hope to have the bow before coming in here because you can avoid spending a key on the first stream of pod, the one that you walk straight north of. You don't have to spend a key there if you have the bow to go around, but I mean, you might have to. I saw Desert Palace was a pendant, and I believe Hera was a crystal.
Yes. That is what I saw too, anyway.
Oh, and we're about to get the 5/6 crystal.
Ooh,
Ice
tempered
Pal.
sword. There's tempered sword on Zora Ledge.
Ooh. Looks like Ice Palace and Swamp Palace are crystals 5 and 6. We have both fish items here on the right side of the screen. Some money and some arrows. Great.
Okay, I guess Catfish is better than Zora. I mean, get 300 for nothing, and then you have to pay 500 for an arrow upgrade.
Alright, KillerApp grabs his tempered sword, which had a small, small funny sprite there. If you don't pick up Zora's item, the sprite on the ledge looks all sorts of distorted, but you can still pick it up and it'll be what it's supposed to, despite whatever it looks like.
Yeah, I believe it looked like a 5 arrow upgrade for a second, and then it just went back to sword. Once you pick it up, it does that. Whatever you see when you first see it is what it actually is.
So NYRambler did see a small key on the lake island. So once they find the mirror, they'll be able to grab that one too. And KillerApp is going up into Aghanim's tower. I don't know if he knows the dark rooms, but we might be able to see some Aghanim 1 dark rooms.
Well, he doesn't have any keys, so he's gonna just be able to pick up the one chest. So that might be what he's banking on. There's something in there.
Of course, you're right. You do need one small key to get one chest, and then both small keys to finish up. But all he got is a big 20. Alright, looks like Ack is going all the way up to Catfish. He'll be getting his extra money. Rambler is finishing up the Zora stuff. Flaafykins is going to be getting their other pod key, and then we'll see if they want to swim up the pod. Oh, I missed the Hera small key that was in the waterfall.
Yeah.
That gives them access to the basement of Hera, which you don't want to do anyway. Just because that top room just takes so long, and I suppose right now they don't even have a fire source. Though Acktheboker is still the only runner with access to East Death Mountain. I can only imagine he'll be going there soon. There's a lot of stuff over there he can grab.
Yeah, definitely. He was kind of taking the frog on a little tour to Catfish there, and he's going to be taking the dwarf back now to the swordsmith now.
Oh yeah, he has to do that because you can't get into caves that have 2 exits with a follower, I believe is how it works.
Yep, yeah, that's right.
There was just a single green rupee in the lunchbox. Oh man.
Ah. Looks like we're gonna check out Sick Kid because Rambler's the only one at the bottle right now.
Oh man, where did you grab that at? I totally missed it.
I did too. It's especially in this mode, which is already insane due to the name. But yeah, like 4 screens to watch of this. It's very easy to miss something.
All right, Ack, you gotta go up to Death Mountain. Just do it for me, please. Oh, thank you. You're such a pal.
And looks like KillerApp might be going to pod here, or no? Okay, but no, Pyramid first.
Oh, I see. Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt. The B bottle was from the hobo.
Okay, cool.
Did Rambler not come down into Skullwoods earlier?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, right, he went to Thieves Town first. That's right. Alright, we're basically just seeing all of our runners follow in like everyone else's footsteps in like different directions. They had a lot open to them kind of with those Titans mitts. Just kind of go into the dark world and go do anything you want to. But it seems like the Meyer area was the better of those plays, though I guess, you know, we got small keys from everywhere else.
Yeah, getting the requirement for that hook shot in this scene, I think, is going to be a very big play. Literally, Ack's the only one that has the access to East Death Mountain, which could very well be the progression here.
I love it when someone gets a vanilla small key. You can see them like try to grab the chest because they're pressing A to skip the text, and that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like KillerApp is in pod. Oh boy.
Yep.
He has 4 small keys. But without the bow, he's going to have to spend one on this front door here. While Acktheboker jumps into East Death Mountain, so he'll be getting quite a number of items here, including a big key to Turtle Rock. Rambler sees that hookshot on bumper ledge, taunting him.
Well, he doesn't have to go too far to get it. He has the item for it. Oh, Castle Tower key inside pod.
Right, there's one of our 2 Castle Tower keys we're going to need to find. There's the lamp in East Death Mountain. Yeah, Misery Mire must have been a different medallion if they didn't jump in there right away.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
KillerApp is realizing, oh crap, I don't have the bow. I gotta go spend a key if I want to go any further in this dungeon. And if he's walking out this way, I'm pretty sure he's gonna do it.
Yeah, we will have another chance to see what the medallion was for Meyer. It looked like Bombos, but it was hard to tell because it just got really pixelated right there.
Alright, Rambo's getting his cape and he knows exactly where to go with that.
Oh no, it is Ether.
Oh, he pulled out Ether. Wait. Okay. No, yes. Oh, there's a big key. It's a Tower of Hera. Nice. And Spiral Cave. Yeah, it looks like it is Ether. No, it isn't.
Never mind.
Wait, is it?
Yep.
I can only imagine it is if he's using it. I can't tell what it is on the ground.
Are we gonna get the bird toss though? I mean, it's right there. Oh, he was. Oh, I think he was. I think he was trying to lure the bird over.
Oh. Yep, see ya.
Yep, okay.
Alright, so we did have Miser Meyer access. Just Acktheboker did not decide to go in here.
We do have like 3 different like plays here though. I mean, Death Mountain, Palace of Darkness, and Meyer, so we're seeing all different things from our runners. Oh,
flaafykins takes death. I kind of missed what KillerApp found in the top eastern section of pod. Oh, but nice use of Ether to freeze the dongos so he doesn't get torched. Oh, he does only have 3 hearts. That is kind of scary. Alright, here comes Turtle Rock. The medallion is Bombos.
Yeah, that's Bombos.
Rambler realizes he doesn't have any fire source to check the west chests in Meyer. Ooh, it's the Eastern Palace big key in Hookshot Cave. Another big key. The Skull Woods. Well, that one's a little less useful. And the Fire Rod.
Ooh. Skull Woods looking pretty good right now, I'd say.
Yeah. Might as well go finish it off. You can check that big chest while you're at it.
Yeah, exactly.
So the Skull Woods and the Swamp Palace big keys, being notoriously less useful than the other big keys because there are no big doors in that dungeon. They give you access to the big key chest, or the big chest, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Where was the hook shot? The hook shot was on the bumper ledge, the bumper cave ledge, with the cape in the mire shed. So Rambler has seen the hook shot, and he just recently found the cape. So as soon as he's done here, he knows exactly where to go. And with that hook shot, unlocking the fire rod, I believe this, yeah, this trip into Skullwoods does seem pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does.
I'm not quite sure if this is a... Do we know if this is... Oh, this is the green pendant, of course. Yes, we do know that. Alright, KillerApp grabs his cape. I'm not quite sure if he has seen the hook shot up there on Bumper Ledge. But after seeing the cape, he will definitely probably go check it out. Maybe after Mire. Was there nothing in Mire?
Not really. Saw a key to Ganon's tower, but I mean, that's not really anything we need at this point.
That's kind of lame. Rambler is going up to Bumper Cave. However, he does not have any magic. Are there magic? I'm pretty sure there's magic pots up here. He should be fine.
There might be.
Alright, flaafykins will be finding their cape here, and that should probably lead them over to the bumper ledge. I would hope so. Oh yeah, good. There are 2 small magic pots up here. Alright. Let that be a lesson to everyone. You can come here with no magic and you'll be fine.
Yeah, it looks like Rambler is gonna probably be using a hookshot immediately to get kind of on the same sequence that Ack is right now. Gonna go to Death Mountain, clean up that, get the fire rod, and a bunch of other big keys too. So he'll be following in Ack's footsteps here.
Yeah, that Eastern Palace big key only opens up the one big chest, but I have definitely seen the bow there in Keysanity before. So who knows if someone's gonna run over there and grab that. There's nothing off Mothula, just the blue boomerang. But that green pendant. You know, they may turn in that green pendant and just go into Eastern Palace to check the chest. I don't know, that's pretty far out of the way.
Yeah, I'd say it is. Maybe if you hadn't gone into Eastern yet, it's a possibility, but...
Now here comes the other fire rod locked chest. So if he doesn't find anything here, I believe he will correctly assume that the green pendant is going to lead to something. I'm a big fan of item chains myself, so I can only assume. Oh,
ooh, that's a very good big key to get.
Yeah, and I believe they have enough pod keys for that to be in logic. The big chest. I'm not quite sure.
I'd say so, yeah.
What's he gonna do? He's going to Ice Palace. No, he isn't. He's going to... Yeah, he is. No, he isn't. Where's he going? He's going to Ice Rod Cave.
Yeah, maybe he hasn't done this yet.
Well, yeah, no, he hasn't. Well, there's a pod key in here, so I'll be pretty happy about that.
Yeah, he may even be tempted to go to pod just with all the keys he's been getting lately.
How many keys do they have? That's a good question. Maybe if Ack pauses, we can catch a glimpse of how many pod keys he has.
Oh, he might be doing the Zora stuff now. He'll get his tempered sword if he does, or he could be going to this... Oh, no,
yeah.
He's doing the water walk. Okay.
Oh man, I'm staring at Ack's screen waiting for him to pause so I can see how many pod keys he has. And I'm missing out on what's going on with the other screens. Rambler looks like he's going up Dark Death Mountain. That's good. He'll be grabbing his fire rod. Ack will be grabbing his bottle. I really want... Oh yeah, he got the lantern over there too. I really want someone to go back into Mire to check those 2 fire chests on the left side. Oh, he has 5! He has 5 Palace of Darkness keys.
Okay, yeah, that would... Well, he doesn't have the hammer yet, but yeah, that would give him, like, pretty much every item except the boss item, so... That would be a lot of value regardless. Oh, and not the bow chest either, but yeah.
Right. Oh man, that pod big key at kind of the end of that item chain makes me think that that big chest is where they want to go. But I don't know.
From what I noticed with Keysanity, there's a lot of places where you seem to get bottlenecked a lot, where there's just like one item of progression, and then once you find it, you're kind of in a linear trend for a while, where it's like, okay, it's going to keep on giving me items of where I need to go next. So that happens a lot in Keysanity.
Mm-hmm.
And that could have been like one instance of that, where getting that fire rod kind of, or not just the fire rod, getting the cape, let him the hook shot, let him the fire rod, let him the Motula, and that big key, like you said. So that could be a very big chain that they're on.
I guess we haven't seen the green pendant turn in yet either, so that could still be something. And there's his tempered sword. I'm sure he's happy to grab that. I'm never disappointed to grab the tempered sword, let me tell you.
Yeah, that's at that point, like I always say that once you get tempered sword, Ganon's not really much of a concern. Even if you aren't super familiar with Silverlist, it's fairly easy and not too complicated to learn. Just kind of have to learn the movements of Ganon and how to get close to him. So it's always good to get that tempered sword.
Alright, KillerApp's going through Spiral Cave. There was something important in here. I don't remember what it was, but it was definitely something. Alright, here comes the green pendant turn in.
Oh, it's the big key to Hera.
What is that?
I think that was just an arrow or
was
something.
Was it a single arrow?
I think it was, yeah.
The vertical stick items I have a little trouble telling on this this quality I'm watching right now. So I couldn't tell if it was like the ice rod or the single arrow.
Yeah, I think it was just a single arrow. Thanks, Sasharala. Thank you for the help, I guess.
So yeah, that pod big key has got to be the prize they needed. Alright, Ack is finally going into Mire. We'll be able to see those 2 extra chests over on the left side that no one else has checked yet. Let's see, Flaffy's going to be picking up their hook shot here in just a moment. Rambler has their fire rod, making their way towards Mothula. Hopefully they'll be finding their single arrow as well.
It is kind of a shame that they haven't thrown out the other Hyrule Tower, the other small key for that. Just because, yeah, that would give them Samaria, and that could lead to Ack just finishing Mire straight up. But unfortunately, that other small key is still eluding us.
Ack annihilated that bird. Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
Holy moly, dude! 2 bombs and a fire rod. Dang. All right. So KillerApp's gonna be grabbing his fire rod. I'm sure he knows exactly where to go now. All right, here comes these 2 fire rod locked chests, or I guess fire period locked chests, not necessarily the fire rod.
Wait, well, we know that.
Never mind.
We know that's not going to come into play.
I saw the yellow circle, and then the quality had to come back with the what was actually on it. Alright, Rambler grabs his Dark Palace big key. Is he going to head over to Pod right after this, or... do you want to do all the extra overworld stuff? Where the heck are the mirror and the hammer? These guys have been wanting hair access for a while. There's nothing in the mire chests on the left side. Nothing of value.
That wall master really wanted that can of Pepsi, I could tell.
That's also how I grab my cans of Pepsi. I just like descend my hand down from the top.
And so it is looking like the big play will probably end up being House of Darkness right now. Although they do have some progression into Ice Palace as well. That could be another thing.
Oh, you know what? Knowing that we know what 2 of the pendants are, so that means that Cane of Samaria will absolutely be required to finish either Turtle Rock or Mire. So yeah, they do need to find that other key. Of course, it could be vanilla. We do have the lamp.
It could. That's true, it could.
Oh, Rambler takes a death on Mothula. Flaafykins is jumping into pod here. How many keys do they have? They have 4. I don't believe they have the pod big key. Yeah, they don't have the fire rod yet. So this probably won't be paying off for them, and they'll have to make a second trip in here later, presumably.
Yeah, I believe we have seen one dip into pod already from KillerApp, I think, and it didn't really pay off too much, but with that big key, that should give them more possibilities anyway.
Pedestal Aghanim key? I mean, it could be depending on what the last medallion is. We're not quite sure what it is yet. Or the last pendant, rather.
Yeah, that's true, because if it is at either Misery Mire or Turtle Rock, yeah, that cannot be possible with the logic.
Oh, so the Turtle Rock map was in pod, so if Flaffy decides to check the Dark World map, we could be able to see. Wait, there was a Castle Tower key down there. Was that the first one that they found?
I think so, yeah. I think that's the one that KillerApp got earlier.
Alright, cool.
I think, anyway.
Alright, NYRambler beats up Mothula, grabs his green pendant, which I hope he turns in. Well, we have both green pendants for holding up right now. KillerApp had it too.
Wow, nice sync, guys.
It was definitely something very important looking on the Aghanim ledge. That's what we know.
Yeah, literally all 4 of our runners just had the very quick, less than a second check, so...
Yeah, it looked like a vertical stick, and we already know where the hookshot is, so it wasn't that. We're fairly certain it was Samaria. Have any of our runners actually beaten blind yet?
No, I don't think so, no. Because Flaffy died on the way to blind, I believe, and yeah, Rambler died at blind, so I think blind is still alive and well in all 4 seeds.
Oh wow, so he could definitely still have something big. Such as the Castle Tower small key. Rambler's getting beat up pretty bad by those cabbages. Well, he's got a heart and a half left. Wait, he's been over here, hasn't he? What's he coming over here for?
Maybe he did the Dark World Death Mountain, but not the Light World. Because he doesn't have a... Maybe he accidentally stepped into the portal and realized, oh wait, I don't have mirror, and then... Or maybe he's doing Spiral Cave?
Spiral Cave was important. I still don't remember what it was, despite someone else going.
Big key for Hera, I believe.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, we have that shovel too from the Maiden Cell. I don't think we've seen what that was yet.
Nope. We are getting the Ice Palace play though. This is something different.
Ooh. If you ever wanted an iced Pepsi, here you go.
Yep.
And Ack is much better equipped than the previous runners on blind here. Well, I say that, but he's got about as much health as they did have the first time here. Alright, Flaffy finally picks up their lantern. Oh man, and hopefully they'll keep going to find that fire rod. And there goes blind. Is it a bottle? Man, that's disappointing.
So.
However, it was a crystal.
Yeah. Just a compass so far in Ice Palace. So that is actually the first crystal we've seen in the entire run so far. 15 minutes.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
We have some pendants, but that was the first crystal.
51 minutes in, first crystal. That's great. I feel like Keysanity kind of spirals out of control really quickly. Like you get one, and then you start getting another and another.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
So this is NYRambler's first trip into Eastern Palace, it looks like, and he does have the big key. So we will be able to see what is in the big chest that I don't think anyone else got. Also, we're about to see this dig spot. Maybe? Oh, we got it. It's a key. What? What?
Oh, okay, good.
That.
Oh, Ganon's Tower. Come on.
I got excited. That was kind of weird. It looked like the duck coming on screen stopped the key from bouncing. Is that what it looked like?
I think so. Yeah. I thought the duck was trying to grab the key and just take it away from him or something.
Wow, rude. All right, here's that Eastern Palace big chest. Has
just
nothing. The freezer room.
Yeah, a key to Dark Palace. That's another key.
That's pod key number 6. That is all of them accounted for. Which means... Oh wait, they don't have the hammer. Never mind. I was going to say they have access to Helm's Sword, but nope.
Yeah, no hammer or no bow either, so they still need both of those items before that can even become a thing. KillerApp just gonna... Oh, okay, no, he's gonna go the wraparound, get another... I think he's just gonna get the rest of the chest. I think all of them are available on this row.
Now, you know, Ack's coming in here. He's not gonna find anything. I guess it's unfortunate he hasn't been to pod yet, because he would have that one extra key. So check out that.
Yeah. I can understand the check though. When you play so many randomizers where you don't even have to go into Aghanim's Tower, the second that it actually becomes like relevant as far as the items are concerned, you start thinking there's probably something in here in this place I never usually go to, or that's usually a small key. So I can understand wanting to check that one off.
Now, Vol'jin brings up a good point in chat. I believe some people have found the Ice Palace big key.
Yep, they have.
But I guess Ack didn't have it, because he didn't check that chest there. I don't quite remember where it was. There's a lot of keys in this game.
It's like it's called Keysanity or something.
I can't believe it. It actually is called that for a reason. No, they can't access Hera quite yet. However, once they do have both the big key and the small key, so they can fully clear it. I believe the Hera big key was in Spiral Cave.
Yeah.
I don't quite remember where the Ice Palace one was. KillerApp is almost dead. You can check one more chest here. It's the mirror!
What a check!
Man!
What an item to get right there, too. Wow.
Oh, just in time. Alright, that is a couple overworld locations, but more importantly, that is access to the Tower of Hera.
Yeah, for sure. Question though, did he leave like the following 2 chests behind though? Like,
He didn't have the hammer to get the next
you're right.
2 chests.
You're
Yeah.
right. That's correct.
I don't know if he has the keys needed to fully clear Hera, but he's definitely going to be making use of this mirror immediately. And this is exactly what I would do with this situation. Let's go.
Yeah, I feel like we have seen both the big key and small key for Hera already. It's just I don't know if KillerApp has them.
Rambler taking another death to blind.
Oh no.
He came to get his revenge, but it just didn't work out. And he's leaving again. Alright, Tower of Hera. He does have the small key, and I would assume he has the big key as well.
Yeah, I believe he did go to Spiral, so yes, we will be seeing a full clear here.
There's just 2 pieces of heart so far. He's not going to go downstairs quite yet. Alright, flaafykins going through the back part of Skull Woods. They'll be able to get their green pendant, which we know leads to nothing. But more importantly, they will find that pod big key, which we don't know if it's required. Oh, it is. Oh, yeah, pods of crystal. Of course it's required.
Mm-hmm.
I missed what that center chest was in the Tower of Hera there.
I don't think it was anything vital, but
That was pretty good.
I'm sure chat will. Wait, silvers? Okay, now I guess that was vital.
Silvers were found. Is the Gan's Tower big key found yet? Yes, it was found. Yep. It was the item after draining the dam, just sitting outside.
Yeah. Literally right after we were talking about the big key too.
Down goes Moldorm, and we get some cash. But more importantly, the crystal. Alright, so yeah, the silvers were in the Tower of Hera. But he's gonna have to go back in and go downstairs, I bet. Because you can't just leave that sitting there, despite how long it takes to check it. I'm pretty excited for Ack going into pod right now.
Yeah.
He's got 5 of the 6 small keys.
Although it is looking like what the seed was actually telling us to do, instead of getting that green pendant, although it would have been good to get that big key anyway, it was really telling us to go to Ice Palace and get that mirror. At least from KillerApp's standpoint so far.
Yeah? To get those silvers, perhaps? Or was that going to lead to something else? All right, here. Silvers are nice, but what else you got? You have the mirror. Oh well. Oh, mirror does lead the desert, huh? Yeah, that's a pretty good point there.
Oh,
Origin.
yes, it does. And they have... I don't remember their key counts for that. At least from Rambler's side, and there's no keys yet,
Yeah,
but there
you
could
have
be like
nothing.
1 or 2 things they can get at least.
They'll be able to get the torch item for sure, and then the free item that's just in the center. But other than that, yeah, that's about it. I guess it also makes sense to check checkerboard key while you're there too.
We'll probably see that on the way out.
Alright, Axe going into the back of pod here, and this time he has the lamp, or at least finally someone's coming here with the lamp. So we will be able to see everything, especially that big chest. There's nothing on the torch in desert, but what is in the other one?
Powder.
Powder. With the mirror, that is absolutely usable at the magic bat.
Yep, it is.
Don't need the hammer to access that item. You can just mirror there from the dark world.
And we have a key in checkerboard.
The Aghanim's Tower key. Nope.
Wrong tower.
The thing about Swamp Palace is that there's only one Swamp Palace small key in a chest. The rest of them are under pots and stuff. So, wait, what was that? What did you just get? I missed it. Oh no! After all this time, I was waiting for the pod big chest, and I missed what it was.
I missed it too.
Oh no! It was a hammer.
What? Vanilla?
Is it vanilla hammer?
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, vanilla hammer, the pod big chest.
Oh wow. Okay, so that does kind of switch it around a little bit now because yeah, like the mirror was pretty high, but now with the hammer, that's pretty much a full Ice Palace clear.
Yeah, it will not take him long to go to Ice Palace now. He's not gonna pump potion first, I think, and then he's gonna head right there.
Yeah. So sometimes just the route you take in Keysanity can make all the difference. Like there might be 2 very good calls that you can make, and one may be good, but there's always one that could be better.
The powder in desert led to the ice rod at the magic bat.
Ooh, nice.
We still don't know if Turtle Rock is actually required or not.
And we have the map too, which...
Yeah, it might be a little hard to catch the next time someone checks the map with all the flute menuing coming up. It's a little misleading. But yeah, they will still need to find Bamos as well in order to get into Turtle Rock if it does end up being required. And yep, Ack is immediately coming to Ice Palace.
And they also need that Hyrule Castle other small key too to even do anything in Turtle Rock for the Samaria as well.
Yeah.
Pod is a ways off.
Yeah, I would agree with Vol'jin. I believe the other key to the castle tower has to be hammer locked somewhere. Everything came down to that.
Yeah, for sure. I think the only 2 choices we had, logically, were Ice Palace and Darkness Palace. So, there you go. Yeah, we do have some mirror locations too. Still, that hammer just opens up a lot more at this point.
A hammer is always, yeah, a very lovely item to find, but once you get it, it opens up a lot of stuff. So you really gotta pick where to go first. Dungeons are, usually the best choice. So it doesn't seem weird at all to come to Ice Palace, and then might go finish up Pod after this. We will see what was in the Ice Palace big chest. I don't remember if this was checked. Oh well.
Yeah.
Still gotta find that bow too. I mean.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, Rambler's scaring me. Yeah, okay. Yeah, might as well use that blue potion instead of dying. Oh, he's still getting bullied pretty hard.
KillerApp's gonna check the one chest in Swamp.
Oh gosh. Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier. So there's only one small key in a chest in Swamp Palace. It is the very first chest in the first room. Of course, this being Keysanity, that is randomized, so you can't get past the first room without that small key. So where is that small key? And you don't want to do this whole sequence of draining the swamp without, the small key, because you're just going to do it again later. But KillerApp is gambling on this one item being something, and with him just finding the mirror, what is...
Oh my god!
Okay, sure game, why not?
I was just getting ready to say, we already had a vanilla hammer, so why not vanilla small key too?
Behind Hammerlock Chest and Ice Palace, we have found the Cane of Berna and Bombos.
Oh, okay, there's one of the items we need for Turtle Rock. We still need Samaria, though, and that Hyrule Tower key.
Wait. Oh, yeah, he doesn't have that hammer, so he just...
Yeah, he doesn't have the hammer yet.
That's right. Alright, Ack, there's your mirror. What are you gonna do after this? Alright, let's see what's going on. flaafykins is heading into Eastern Palace for the first time, so they'll be able to, check all the stuff. Except the boss. Unfortunately, we know there's really nothing over here. Wow. So we do know just kind of Ice Palace and Pod are the super important places to go for all of our runners. Ack is the only one that has checked both of those.
Yes. And he will be getting the mirror very, very soon. So he will... I'd say at this point he probably has the lead just because he's been to both these locations and he has the two big progression items from those two locations.
Mm-hmm. He did pick up the mirror, but
Oh, okay.
Yeah, KillerApp's knowledge of the Swamp Palace small key is pretty big, I'd say.
Yeah, that is a very big knowledge to have, because that's a case where I can see runners putting that off until they exhaust other locations because they just do not think that one chest is going to be of any value.
I believe that's the last chest in Ice Palace except the boss. So we'll be seeing some cold stare here pretty soon. Oh yeah, they have the Thieves Town big chest. They could check. Did they find the small key for there?
I think yeah, it was vanilla. It was inside Thieves Town.
Oh, of course, yeah. Gosh, who's gonna be the first person to go there? Maybe that's the Castle Tower small key. You know what? There was a small key on the Lake Island that they can grab now as well.
That is right. There is a small key there. That could be the tower small key. Also, KillerApp is heading to Palace of Darkness now, so he will be getting the hammer very, very soon, and he may opt to go back to Swamp at some point.
Rambler is right on his heels, too. Alright, Cold Stare has the bombs. Great. But it's a crystal. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Flaafykins is entering Hyrule Castle Tower again. Going to be the first one to actually enter this place with a small key. So we are going to see the second item in here.
Ooh, that's exciting.
That could also be another vanilla small key. I mean,
you know what? Why not?
We've got one already.
One vanilla small key. Maybe two, kind of, if you count the Thieves' Town and the vanilla hammer.
Kinda.
Oh no, this isn't the right way. There we go. Oh.
Oh, yeah, I was really hoping for that to be
Thanks,
something else.
B-Torp. Alright, X. Jumping into Hera here. What was in here? The silvers were in here, and I think that was it.
Yes, just the silvers.
KillerApp unknowingly making the best trip through this maze he's ever done. Second trip, rather.
He is going to be relieved in what he finds on the other end of this wall.
Rambler won't be too far behind him, grabbing his hammer. Flaafykins, unfortunately... Well, no, not unfortunately. They'll find the mirror here, of course. But they won't be able to finish without the hammer.
Yeah, it's like I was saying earlier, like, going to ice was a good play. It just happens that Darkness Palace was a better play.
It looks like KillerApp is immediately going back into Swamp Palace. Oh, maybe not. Maybe so.
I think so. I mean, at this point, you have the intel. You can actually get all the way through it. Might as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And it's a 5-6 crystal as well.
And that probably see a go play back in the ice after this. So.
So I know we have the Turtle Rock map. If we get lucky, someone's gonna check that, and then we'll know where the last pennant is. Maybe. I guess Eastern Palace is also out, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can always tell when someone opens a chest and they're just kind of sitting there for a moment because
Yeah.
there's like a very, very brief, a subtle but very, obvious pause. That, well, crap. Of course this is here. Flaafykins trying to do this bomb jump. I don't think if they plan on going to the boss, they really need to do this. Especially if they're not comfortable doing it. Oh, but there we go, though. It didn't take too long. Spike Cave. And KillerApp's getting into the meat of Swamp Palace here. I mean, in this situation, you gotta do the left side, unfortunately. So they won't be able to have the luxury of skipping that. Rambler's right behind him. Oh, jeez, that was really close. Well, I did say here we go, you know, with the good stuff of Swamp Palace, but never mind. We gotta wait a little bit to get to these left chests. Alright, Ack is finally going to the desert. He'll be able to do this item chain and grab his ice rod at the end of it after getting the power in here.
Oh, did KillerApp just flood the key?
Oh no, my restream paused. Uh-oh. Wait, he found the book? Oh, the book was at the bottom,
book was,
wasn't it?
Yeah, the book was at the bottom.
Oh. Wait.
Oh no, he didn't flood it.
Actually, he might have flooded it.
Oh yeah,
but he
okay,
can still
yeah,
get over here.
Yeah, he has to open the top door. That's right. So yeah, he did flood the key. Unfortunately.
Yeah, okay. He's gonna do all this first, and then he's gonna go back and reset. That makes sense.
Yeah, so he was just trying to debate, okay, should I just leave now and come back in? But okay, it makes sense to go ahead and do this while you still can.
It would not surprise me to see the bow or something here.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that happened, but at least, like, he does kind of have the luxury of being the only one to actually check this. So, oh, he's actually going to go over here and maybe finish up ice before jumping back in. That might be a decent play.
What? I'm confused. He knows it's a crystal, doesn't he?
I think he does, but, like...
Oh, he's getting this key.
Oh, ooh, good idea, good idea.
Well, it's not going to be another Swamp Palace key.
Castle Tower! Oh, we called that, I think. We called that.
Oh, man. That is the second Castle Tower key. That means Aghanim 1 access, and that means the key to Samaria.
That's right.
He must have just remembered it and didn't want to forget it, I guess, because it looks like now he's going back. Ack remembered it too?
Okay, so that's probably going to send Ack straight to Castle Tower then.
Yeah, has he even made a first trip there? No, he still has... Oh, he hasn't been back there since getting his first key.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, I think it was the case where he opened the first chest and realized, oh wait, I don't have a key.
Oh good, Flappy did get their mirror, so... yeah, they're going straight to Hera to use that. Speaking of Hera, Rambler will be picking up their silver arrows here shortly. Now, I know this was a really long time ago. Did all the runners check Aghanim's cave? Lumberjack Ledge? I want to say at least 3 of them did. I don't remember if all 4 did.
I want to say they did. Maybe one of them hasn't.
I don't know. I just figured as soon as I had both Castle Tower keys and I knew where Samaria was, I'd probably go do that right away.
Mm-hmm.
My restream has frozen here.
Yes, same as mine. Yeah, I'm getting the sound too.
Oh, he's at the magic bat. He's getting his ice rod. There it is. Oh, the audio's gone now. Oh no, I don't know what he's doing.
Okay, we're back. Well, Ack's back anyway.
Alright. Something is missing. The big key. Oh, maybe that's what he was No, I don't know. Maybe he remembered there was a key on the island and he went to go check to see if it was the big key instead. The Swamp Palace big key, because he
Yeah.
knew he was coming this way. I don't know.
I just assumed that since he, like... Yeah, that could have... Like, I thought he was going to go into ice, so I just figured... Well, maybe he thinks... Because he flooded this place anyway, maybe he thinks, like, the big key for Swamp could have been in there.
Sure.
So he was going to go there, but no, he went for the small key, which was a good pickup regardless.
Yeah, makes sense to me. Acktheboker is hopping into Turtle Rock, finally putting all the pieces together.
He does not have the Cane of Samaria, though.
You're right. He doesn't, does he? That's pretty important.
I was actually wondering, did he clear that?
Turtle Rock was a crystal, I think I just saw.
So that means the other pendant is Eastern, then.
Meyer is...
Oh, yeah, we don't know Meyer. Yeah, you're right. I just figured, maybe Ack just finished Castle Tower while the stream was paused.
He doesn't actually have the cane, and we just missed it. No, he doesn't.
He's gonna hover. He's gonna. No, okay.
Having both Castle Tower keys does not mean you have the Cane of Samaria. You do need to go get it first. I missed what was in the waterfall chest, but we are taking out Argus.
And that's one of the 5-6 crystals, though the other one anyway, since we know the Ice Palace is the other one. Surely Apple could be going back there shortly.
He's checking Aghanim's ledge. He doesn't remember, or didn't check, or something. Yo, thank you for the sub, Clifford. Hope you're enjoying the raise. Right, Rambler is back inside Meyer. Was there anything of importance in it? Yep, he's checking it. Hour and 21 minutes in, just realizing I gotta go do Aghanim.
Here at Link to the Past Randomizer, we'd like to value the importance of intel.
Speaking of intel, that book that KillerApp found in Swamp is put into use immediately, but coming up a little short there.
You know, Flappy gonna pick up the crystal for Tower of Hera. That is her second one.
Man, everyone has done everything in Meyer except the boss. We still don't know if it's a crystal. I mean, I guess we just now got access to the cane, but man.
Yeah.
Oh good, Rambler will be finding their ice rod here pretty soon, I imagine. KillerApp is going... Wait, is this their first trip into Fuse Town? Looks like it is.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I don't think he's been here yet.
Must have been trying to put it off until they got the hammer, and luckily they did find the hammer, so I don't think anyone else has checked that big chest yet. It was a pretty good Hellway dash, I gotta say. No, the red cane is definitely needed, because we know Turtle Rock is a crystal. So, yeah, this is unfortunately a required thing for the runners. Yeah, we're still missing the last crystal and the last pendant. One of them is Misery Mire, and the other one is Eastern Palace, and we just don't know.
Another thing we don't know is we don't know if, like, Pedestal has anything yet, either.
Yeah, what if the bow's on it or something, you know?
But a bow's on there, it could be a big key or a small key to another dungeon. Like,
It's the only thing they need the bow. They will need to find the bow. I don't know their key situation for the last dungeons. I know they can clear Pod. They can clear Swamp Palace. I don't know the Turtle Rock situation.
I want to say you either need like 3 or 4. I want to say something around there because you have the door that leads to the Poke Room. You have the door after the Chain Chomps, and then you have that one door that goes into the basement, and then the one on the way to Trinex. I think you need 4. You can get 1 in Turtle Rock, so probably 3.
Why is Ack doing Aga? Aga is required for the Lumberjack Ledge, which is the Cane of Samaria. Apparently, the Thieves Town Big Chest had a Turtle Rock small key.
And yeah, that could be a good thing to get because we may have to go in there.
Yeah, that makes 4. KillerApp has everything he needs to finish Turtle Rock, or at least, you know, he will once he gets up, finds the cane. And there's flaafykins' Ice Rod. And there's NYRambler's Ice Rod. I see our tracker is marked EP as a crystal. Was there actually a check? I totally missed it.
I apparently, because now Meyer is labeled as a pendant, so. Oh, okay. Rambler got Misery and Meyer met.
Huh. Alright then. Yeah, that puts the bow at the pedestal. Or, I mean, it can.
Yeah. It can be there.
I mean,
yeah,
100%. It's there. Don't worry.
Just declaring that it's there, yeah.
Axe getting bullied by a bee. What does he do? Oh, he's going to the graveyard ledge. What's he doing? Alright, Rambler is going up Aghanim's tower. He will be grabbing his Cane of Samaria. No, he's not. Never mind. I take that back. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore.
It's fine.
What a fun video game.
Yeah, this seed has definitely been a thing for sure.
So I guess something else we should probably mention, none of these runners, except for KillerApp, know where the Swamp Palace small key is. It is vanilla. They will have to dip into Swamp Palace to find it. But, dang. How long does it take someone to go check that? I mean, it would take me quite a while, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's honestly really going to come down to wherever Bo ends up being, because they're going to be probably checking everything else, just to hoping that the Bo will pop up alongside of it. And yeah, like it's especially in Keysanity, the most trolly location is just like in a case like that where the small key is literally in the dungeon itself, and especially with just one chest available at that point, like they're just going to be putting that off so much.
Alright, At gets his Cane of Samaria for real this time, and will be entering Turtle Rock for real this time. Meanwhile, Rambler and Fluffy will both be going up Aghanim's tower at the same time. KillerApp will be finishing up Ice Palace, and this will open up the Pyramid Fairy for them. You know what? They got both Castle Tower keys. After checking the Pyramid Fairy, they can just mirror and walk right in. That's pretty good. I like that.
Oh, yeah, that'd be actually really good. That might be what KillerApp is thinking, honestly.
Oh, Rambler. Oh, I'm sorry. He didn't have both keys. Oh, no. He's going to Ice Palace.
Oh, that's right. He didn't.
Yeah, this is his second trip into Ice Palace. All right, Turtle Rock, what you got? The bow. Okay.
Bow. Okay. Yep.
Sure. Ruined my dreams.
So as far as items are concerned, and like this is just for one of the runners, but we are in item go mode. Keys might still be a factor for Ack. Seems like he's covered quite a bit though, so literally it'll just come down to when he enters Swamp Palace, I think, at this point.
Yeah, he's definitely running out of spots fast. I mean, with that bow, he'll obviously go check Eastern Palace. He'll finish up Armos and all that.
And finish up Pod. Also gets the Butter Sword and Turtle Rock as well. Because why not?
Why? Commentators go mode. Yeah, I believe effectively.
Effectively, yeah. Because I think Eastern, you can definitely get to the boss from here. You can definitely get to the boss from Pod now. We know where all the keys are there. Yeah, it's literally just the Swamp play at this point. Once Ack goes to Swamp, he'll be in go mode.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain he does have everything else. All the other keys required. But, he's going to have to check everything here because he doesn't know that the Swamp Palace key isn't here. Rambler died! Wait, where was he? Was he in Ice Palace, I think?
Yes, I believe he was.
Oh, crap. That's not a good death to take.
No. Now, Ack should be careful right here because he can get a key from the pokey in the room to the left here. But if he uses one on the door, he will be short a key again to finish the place. So it may be advisable to not open this door over here and then just finish up Turtle Rock as it is.
Oh, that's right, because he didn't get the small key from the Thieves Town big chest.
Yeah. So mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, that is a good play to opt to finish it. It would just not be worth it to check the island for an item. In yesterday's race, it worked out because there was actually a small key in Mimic Cave right here. So
I saw that. You were in that race, weren't you?
yeah.
Was that your first Keysanity race, or had you done some before?
Oh no, that was my fourth one. By that.
Oh, I see.
It does have a small key, just not one for Turtle Rock.
Alright, Flaffy finishes off Aghanim's tower, has total access to the Canis Maria now. He's gonna have to go a little bit further down the pyramid to mirror before running over there. Or has some different plans, I guess. Yeah, it looks like that is gonna be what KillerApp does. He's gonna bomb the pyramid wall and then just mirror and head right into Aghanim's tower from there. That's really good routing. Oh, Flaffy is going in to Pod to find their hammer. Finally.
That is very good for Flaffy.
I mean, I say finally, but I mean, that's Keysanity. That's just how it goes. Sometimes you get unlucky.
Yeah.
Looks like we did find half magic in Turtle Rock. Alright, Pyramid Fairy. I mean, we know it's not going to have anything. I don't know what I'm hoping for.
You Yeah, and it looks like he is going up here, so gonna be doing that mirror.
Oh man, we finally got a small shield. Oh wait, never mind. Some people have had the small shield already. Well, Ack finally gets a shield, rather.
That's right. Arrows and Octorok rocks are no longer a concern for him.
Just in time. Oh no. That's an unfortunate king dash. Oh man. Oh no, that bomb's a little too high. Alright, Flaffy picks up their hammer, gets the rage slashes. Yeah, there you go. Get them all out.
Yeah, take down that chest.
Oh, barely misses the zero cycle on Trinex. Better be careful here. I don't think they took the safety door, so this would be a particularly bad death to take.
Oh yeah, I don't think they did. So yeah, this would be. Thankfully, he still has the cape and the half magic, so no big deal.
Alright, Fliff, you finally have the hammer. Where do you go first? Peg Cave, maybe? Is what it looks like. Maybe
Yeah,
Peg Cave and maybe the big
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was just gonna say Thieves Town, Big Chest, which I think you were thinking of as well.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be the much bigger gamble, but I mean, yeah, it wouldn't like. I wouldn't put it past the game to put something super important there, and it is actually.
Yeah, for sure. It does allow the full clear if Turtle Rock is.
We just know it isn't anything important. Alright, Rambler picks up the Ice Palace Crystal. Which is... Man, is that your second crystal? It feels like it's been so long.
Yeah, it's just the second crystal.
Oh, he gets reminded of that key there. You do need to get that. Please get that key. Alright, Flaffy grabs their key to Samaria. They still need... Wait, no, they haven't grabbed it. Wait, yeah, they did. The tree just regrew really quickly. Holy cow.
Yeah, that's a very fast-growing tree.
Rambler, are you gonna go grab that key? Yeah, you are. Alright.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, now he's gonna be wanting to go back in that tower again.
Oh, we haven't seen these chests over here on Pod yet, have we? I mean, I guess we know they're not anything. But Ack doesn't know that. He's still searching for the Swamp Palace small key. It ain't here.
So this would actually be really, really good if for KillerApp if he goes straight to Turtle Rock once he gets the cane, because then he'll just kind of be in the go mode mentality, while, like you said, Ack is going to be looking out for that small key still.
I don't think he has any reason not to go to Turtle Rock right now.
Yeah.
He knows it's a crystal, he knows he has to do it, and he has everything to clear it.
Is he one of the runners that knows that Meyer is pendant, or... Because I was thinking that he might be, since he has like so much of it cleared already, he may opt to check Meyer as well.
That is a good point. I don't know, maybe we'll check his map. Well, not in the light world, that won't help.
First things first, he is going to grab that cane.
Oh yeah, I guess that is pretty important. I was going to say, why are you going to 3? But he knows better than I do. How'd everything go? Everything is going great. We got an Aghanim required seed about an hour and 20 minutes in to grab the Canis Maria. Took that long to find the other key, and I believe KillerApp. Yep, he's grabbing it right now, and Rambler will be following suit. Whoa, that audio was pretty funny, actually. So I'm a little concerned. How much more is Ack going to check before just hopping into Swamp? Because, I mean, he is getting stuff done right now that he needs to do, but, you know, checking all the chests that he doesn't need to is just time that KillerApp is gaining on him right now.
Yeah, so right now he has the Eastern. He's going to go in here and check that, obviously. After that, like, it's either go to pendants and clear those then, or just take a chance that, you know, maybe it is in that very unlikely scenario that it's in the vanilla chest and check that. So it's a really tough call. It's hard to say.
Getting a little freeze on the restream here. I hear Ack is out of the roller room, or the pinball room. Wait, Ack in go mode. Ack is in item go mode, however, he still needs the Swamp Palace small key. He doesn't know where it is. It is in its vanilla location in Swamp Palace.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, KillerApp, he already has Swamp Palace done. All he needs is the bow, and he's gonna be picking it up pretty soon.
Yeah, he's gonna be in go mode. Well, it depends on where Ack goes after this, but he's gonna KillerApp's gonna be in go mode first, I'd say. He still has to clear Turtle Rock and the 2 bow dungeons, but yeah, he'll essentially be just going straight through to the end at that point. Meanwhile, Rambler will be getting the Canis Maria very soon. If he pops into Turtle Rock, I think he'll also technically join that item go mode as well. And honestly, Flaffy's not terribly behind. Still needs the bombos from in here, but she'll pick up that very soon too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the bombos on the east side behind the Hammerlock spots. Gonna have to take kind of a weird route to get over there. They should definitely be able to grab them.
Yeah, KillerApp23 is officially in go mode at this point.
Well, no one had the God Run. No one is done quite yet. So there's still a chance. But having to go back down the mountain and then come back up the mountain is kind of a pain. That's a good spot, Ack. That's a good spot to go.
Ooh, okay, yeah, this is really good. He is taking that chance, which I like.
He doesn't really have much else left to check. Like, he has the Thieves Town big chest, I think, but...
Yeah, big key chest and thieves, and then the 2 pendant dungeons. But yeah, it looks like he is going straight to Swamp, so... Acktheboker will be in go mode very soon, and this is his last crystal dungeon, too, so... Once he gets through go mode Swamp, which is ridiculously short as it is, he will be heading up to Ganon's Tower.
Nah, I don't think he'll be terribly upset. The only thing this is going to cost him is, like, the extra trip up the Death Mountain, which is big deal.
Yeah.
It's not like he's been going around checking a bunch of spots for a while. He had still been missing the bow since recently.
And in Keysanity mode, you kind of just have to accept the fact that you're going to be double-dipping dungeons and just general locations a lot anyway, so... You kind of make your peace with that when you do one of these runs.
Alright, Flaffy gets their bombos, so that opens up Turtle Rock to them. I can only assume they've seen that it requires Turtle Rock. I assume they checked that
I imagine.
When they got their fire rod up there. Yeah, Rambler is now headed into Turtle Rock. They don't have the cane though.
Oh no!
Beating Aghanim is not enough. This is the second time this has happened.
Yeah, these 4 runners is the second time it's happened.
Oh no, is he gonna do it too? Is he gonna go in there, or did he notice? Nope, he's going in.
Oh, he's going in. Oh no.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, I'm like, wait a minute.
Not only do you have to beat Aghanim 1 to get the cane, you actually have to go pick it up too.
Yeah. Actually, with this, flaafykins actually kind of caught up to him because Flaffy already has the cane. So Flaffy goes straight to Death Mountain.
Oh wow, they're basically tied. No.
Oh, and Flaffy.
Rambler
Yeah, go for it.
down. I think Rambler's died blind twice, right? And left both times. And
Yeah.
that is now the lead Flaffy has on him. Oh no, the bees! Alright, then quick work of Swamp Palace, already at the boss. That is the luxury of Go Mode Swamp. I love it.
Yeah, definitely. It is a... I always say this, Go Mode Swamp is a thing of beauty. It's so fast, it's very consistent. Just doesn't take long to get through it all.
Alright, Flaffy and Rambler both scaling Death Mountain to get to Turtle Rock. They will both be finding their bow there. And I think that will actually... No, that doesn't... We just talked about this. This doesn't tie them up. We're talking like these guys are like versing each other, but it is just kind of a free-for-all match of what,
Yeah.
like 25, 30 people in the race.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
It's just fun to think of it that way, I think.
Yeah, I agree with that. Someone in chat asking how exactly Ack is in the lead right now. I'd say the biggest indication of that is the fact that Ack went to Palace of Darkness before he went into Ice Palace. Because Ice Palace had Mirror, Palace of Darkness had the Vanilla Hammer, and I think everyone else went into Ice Palace first. Except for Ack, who went into Darkness Palace first, was able to do Ice Palace in one go without having to double dip it. That's just where his lead kind of really took off, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good point in chat. We could play the Ganon's Tower Big Key game, except they already have it. So, sorry.
Yeah.
We're going to be going straight up Ganon's Tower. Already got the big key, already have a small key. There's no reason to go downstairs at all.
And that is true. Chad also pointed out that he did find the hook shot very early as well, which put him on that initial item chain that really got the seed moving.
Where was the Ganon's Tower Big Key? It was in the water after you drained the dam in the light world. It was just sitting in the water.
Only like 20 items in. It was right there.
It was pretty quick. Alright, in the GT we go. KillerApp's about to grab his 6th crystal, then just has to run through Eastern Palace and he'll be joining. Flaffy picks up their bow, and they should now be in go mode as well. Oh, Swamp Palace key. I gotta know where that is, I suppose. And NYRambler is right on their heels. Yeah, there's no need to go anywhere in Ganon's Tower if you get there and already have everything you need. Because all the keys are shuffled into, you know, the everything, they could very well find the Ganon's Tower big key before even getting to Ganon's Tower, which is the case.
Yeah, if anything, the Ganon's Tower big key being in Ganon's Tower would probably be the biggest troll in this mode, just because it would require you to actually look through the tower.
Oh, for sure. I ended up doing a race the other day where we had access to Ganon's Tower, and without the big key, and it didn't end up being in there. It was just sitting in the purple chest.
Oh no.
took a little bit longer than it should have, but you know.
Yeah.
Half magic fire rod. The gauntlet is it's a pretty fun time. You don't have to spend too long in the rooms. That's what I say, but yeah, sometimes these little dragon guys can give you the business. These red skeletons are the worst, by the way.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, we can see what was in the big key chest. It was nothing. It's rock.
Oh.
That trip into Thieves Town, not paying off.
Yeah, not really.
Oh no! Oh, he gets the second shot on the Igor. That was pretty close. Usually if I miss time one of those shots, I will just get bodied repeatedly while trying to shoot the second one.
Yeah. Very solid menuing, switching to the flute during the fight while the last arrow is going to Armos.
Oh, I like that, yeah.
But yeah, with that 7th crystal, KillerApp23 will now be heading into Ganon's Tower 2. Not too far behind Acktheboker, but still Acktheboker is, at least of these 4 racers, probably going to be the first finish.
Yeah, it's going to take some pretty big setbacks on Ganon for the lead to change here, I think.
Plus, I mean, silver arrows, butter sword, half magic, like, there's literally nothing to be scared of in Ganon's fight with this setup.
Looks like we do have our first place finish here. Amazing Ampharos has finished with a time of 1 hour, 52 minutes, and 47 seconds. Very nicely done. A sub 2 hour Keysanity is very nice. It is expected to take a little longer, in my experience. But still getting a sub 2 time like that is, you know, pretty good. And it looks like Ack will be well on their way of doing that as well.
Especially with that triple. I think that was a triple anyway. Could have been double or triple, I suppose.
Very nice. Jinya has finished in second place with a time of 1 hour, 54 minutes, and 12 seconds. Getting a 15.5-minute PB for Keysanity.
Oh, wow. Very nice.
Alright, in again we go. Phase 2, that is. I'm a little slow. I love the dash strats here, just hanging out in the center, and just the crazy dodges as he gets hit. But that's fine.
And didn't even need to be that aggressive. He has Butter Sword, so only needs 6 hits too. Just kind of showing off and having fun with it. We like to see that.
Wait, did Rambler clear Turtle Rock? I can only imagine because he's not in there anymore.
I really hope he did.
I don't remember. Do we remember what like crystal number T-Rock was? Was it 1 maybe?
I think it was 1.
Okay, if he pauses, maybe we can tell from the pause menu. Oh, he ran out of keys! That's really unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
Oh no, dude. That stinks. Where was the last Turtle Rock key? I don't even remember.
Meanwhile, Ack does finish in 3rd place for this race. The first one of these 4 runners to finish with a SRL time of 1 hour, 55 minutes, and 37 seconds. Still sub 2 hours, so get your GGs in chat.
Elmegas has finished in 4th place with 1 hour, 56 minutes, and 47 seconds. So about just a minute 10 past Ag.
Meanwhile, flaafykins taking down Trinex, gonna get her 4th crystal.
Inviting the featured runners to come into here is something we do, right?
Yes, I believe so, especially when we still have time to work with, yeah.
Heck yeah. Ack, if you want to join us, feel free. Oh, well, that was quick. Hey, Ack, GG on your placing.
GG. Thanks.
Of the featured runners, you were the first to finish, I'm sure you saw. You were the only one who went into pod before Ice Palace.
I mean, yeah, they all sucked. So,
Whoa!
wow. I didn't know. No, I mean like the decisions rather. When you were looking for the hammer, you had a few options available to you, and none of them were really that nice.
The decision sucked, not the players. Got it.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
not the players. Come on.
I was gonna say.
I was really confused why you guys were like, "Wow." I was like, "Wait, how did this come from?" Oh, okay. No, it was interesting too because by the logic, like the stuff that kind of got you into Ice Palace was kind of the same equipment that got you into pod as well. So it was a really interesting decision. And then I just kept getting pod keys, so I figured why not? Let's go check that out.
Yeah, you definitely ended up with 6, not too long. I mean, I don't know if you had all 6, but definitely all 6 were available fairly quickly.
I think I had 5 the first trip going in, which was enough to clear everything, even without doing the hammer jump. I did it anyways, just in case I needed to go back, but I had found that key on my second trip, so...
Looks like flaafykins does decide to hop into Swamp Palace and finds their vanilla key.
Yeah, so not only a vanilla hammer, but also a vanilla Swamp Palace small key. How did you feel about that?
So gross. I had 2 spots left to check before I went inside Swamp. I had South of Grove, and then I had the Thieves Town Big Chest. I was like, well, you know what? I feel like it's here. I might as well go in.
The Thieves Town Big Chest was a Turtle Rock small key.
That makes perfect sense. That's really disgusting if you went and decided to spin that key. I don't think very many people would do that, though.
Rambler did run out of small keys in Turtle Rock. I don't remember if he got that one or not, though. That might be the last one he needs.
Oh, that's really unfortunate then. That adds a lot of time to your run.
I mean, at least in the meantime, he will be able to finish Pod and EP, so he'll be able to just go from Turtle Rock straight into G Tower. But yeah, that does kind of stink.
This is also the first run I've had where I didn't check Lumberjack because it's so lightly required in Keysanity. Oops.
KillerApp hugs Ganon. Do not hug Ganon. He gets a crushed can.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
There haven't been any other finishes yet, so KillerApp may still be able to take 5th place despite the death. I know one of... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say sorry about going to Turtle Rock without the cane too. I shouldn't play before breakfast.
That's fine. Someone else did that too. They went and beat Aghanim 1 and just went straight up without grabbing the cane. It was pretty funny.
I could at least understand their mistake. I didn't even know where the cane was at that point.
Oh yeah, that's right. You didn't.
I just thought, like, hey, Turtle Rock's a good idea. A lot of items in there. Oh, well, wait, I can't get in. Oops.
Wow, and two very quick finishes here. S4 Sinhi finishes in 5th place with a time of 2 hours, 1 minute, 40 seconds. 2 seconds later isn't even my final form in 6th place with 2 hours, 1 minute, 42 seconds. So very, very close finishes right there.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you started... I think you were the only one who started in Sanctuary. Got the boots, and I guess just didn't run up there?
No, I had been experimenting with some new routing, and I mean, it takes so much to have an Aghanim required seed in Keysanity, because you have to get both those keys. You have to have the boots, a way to get into Aga, and then a fire source as well to complete Aghanim as well, and I just didn't even bother with it, and the boots being in the first chest should have tipped me off a little bit, but I don't know. Let's keep things interesting.
It is what it is. That's fine.
We do have a finish from KillerApp23, but right before that, a reroar finishes in 7th place with 2 hours, 2 minutes, 18 seconds. 11 seconds later, KillerApp23 finishes in 8th place with 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 29 seconds.
Ouch. That death cost him 3 spots. Well, thank you for the commentary and restream and tracking, guys. I'll let you get back to your hard work, but I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, you enjoy your breakfast.
Yeah, thanks for racing, participating, and also being a part of this as well.
Anytime. I can't stop. I'm addicted. Take care, guys.
Later.
Right, we will see if KillerApp wants to join us in here. If they're listening. I guess I could type it to them too, that would make more sense.
Yeah.
Alright, so flaafykins is hopping into Pod to grab their... What is this? Their 6th crystal.
6th crystal. Then the Eastern for 7th. Rambler checking some overworld right now.
Alright, welcome KillerApp. GG.
Hey, GG, guys.
So how oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, so a little unfortunate there with that Ganon death right at the end.
Yeah, well, that's sort of just a small thing on the big problems of the seed. That's That's so upsetting to go into pod with 4 keys, but not the big key, which was needed for the damn hammer. Ugh.
What a hammer placement. That's amazing.
Unbelievable.
One advantage you actually had, at least compared to the other runners of this of the featured race anyway, you did make a early play on Swamp Palace and did find the small key before pretty much all the other 3 racers, so that was a huge thing that you had going for you.
Hmm. I had little places to check at the time, so I was actually hoping like the hammer might be there, but I got the small key. Ended up being there, but it really, I guess it gave good information, but it didn't give me the item I needed. But
yeah, that is true, I suppose.
also, unfortunately, I found the mirror. I thought that was going to be a big help too, but it really didn't do too much. I don't know if I think the pod big key was not mirror blocked, so
Yeah, the pod big key was in the back part of Skull Woods, so that's really all you needed to grab that. And then, if someone had went into pod first, they would have had the hammer. And they could just finished Ice Palace right then.
yeah, seeing those 4 pod big keys and having the flippers in the midst, I just had an inkling something was going to be there, but I had no idea to check the Meyer area for the and getting the cave, getting the hookshot and bumper cave.
Well, Rambler is now in Swamp Palace. I don't remember seeing the Turtle Rock key in here. I know there was one in the Thieves Town big chest. That's really the only one I can remember. So, I'm not sure if they've actually checked that chest or not. But that'll likely be one of the last places they go, just because of the sheer time it takes to go get it.
Yeah, and Flaffy is going to be finishing up Eastern Palace, and then she's going to be heading up to Ganon's Tower for the finale, so Flaffy should be finishing up very soon. Really quickly, just to check the other standings to see if any other people have finished. We do have Problems IRL finishing in 9th place with a time of 2 hours, 7 minutes, and 1 second. And that's... Yagamoth just finished in 10th place with 2 hours, 7 minutes, and 58 seconds. And that's all we've had since KillerApp jumped in here.
Yeah, imagine Eastern Palace being the final dungeon of the game. That's rando for you.
Yeah. It's usually the case, because Bo's been a lot of go mode in the seeds.
Oh, for sure.
In V27.
So after this race concludes, are you gonna sit down and chill with a nice can of Pepsi to relax after the run?
Yeah, it's actually past my bedtime. I work overnight, so
Okay.
I'll probably head straight to bed in a little bit.
Well, don't let us keep you up if you need to head out.
It's alright. I got a couple hours before the race, so...
Alright, Rambler heading into, I almost said Cold Stare. This is Argus, this is not Cold Stare. I hope you don't go fight Cold Stare again. And then, where are they gonna go after this? They need to find that last Turtle Rock key. Imagine it'll take them too long to go find it. I don't think any desert keys were found, so they know that it won't be over there. They did just find the book, so I'm gonna go check out some book unlockable spots, which I think one of them was nothing. I'm not sure about the other one.
Yeah, I'm really trying to remember where those small keys were. I just cannot recollect any of them, aside from the Thieves Town one.
Where's Book? Book was in the southern room of Swamp Palace.
That is correct.
The Vamos tablet I remember there was nothing, and then the Ether tablet I'm not sure anyone checked.
Yeah, I don't think anyone did.
I'm gonna head off. Good GG's to the racers. And,
Alright, thanks for hopping in.
Yep. And
See you later.
see ya.
Fire Rod must have come late. No, Fire Rod was actually pretty early, I believe. It was just on Death Mountain in the Hookshot Cave.
Yeah, it did require I mean, you got flute early anyway. It required getting the flute, then going to get the cape and the mire shed, and then getting hookshot from Bumper Cave, and then yeah, the Fire Rod was pretty much available at that point on.
I don't remember the Pyramid Fairy having us key, so I don't think this is going to pay off. Though I suppose he can't take the shortcut since he has the mirror and Aghanim 1 down. Hammer was in the Palace of Darkness big chest, which is its vanilla location, and you did not need the mirror to grab that because the pod big key was behind the Fire Rod and the back half of Skullwoods. I mean, I don't remember where the pod keys were, but I'm fairly certain that the mirror wasn't required because I know at least one of our runners had the hammer before the mirror.
Yeah, a lot of the pod keys were early, from what I remember. I remember we were getting a lot of those from the get-go.
Rambler's trying to remember where he hasn't gone. Uh-oh. Where's he head? Oh, he's heading to Ether Tablet. Oop. The dangers of spin speed.
Yeah, as we pointed out earlier, because of just the way the logic is programmed into the randomizer, there will not be a case where, like, say they get small keys in Ganon's Tower and, like, for other dungeons, like in Misery Mire's case, I don't think we got the big key for that dungeon, and that could very easily be in Ganon's Tower. Like, we're not going to find, like, a Turtle Rock small key behind that. Like, all the small keys for Turtle Rock are accessible by this point, so we're not in a lock situation or anything.
Flaafykins must be a little not confident in their execution here in the gauntlet because they're just using bombos, which is totally okay to do if you're uncomfortable with this. I know I definitely did this one starting out as well.
Mm-hmm. If you have the magic to burn, and I mean, Flaafykins does have half magic, it's something you can do just to kind of make your stroll a little easier.
Rambler's going back into Swamp. He's going to be checking the left side chest because he didn't check them his first time through here. Still looking for that Turtle Rock small key. Final form, yes, that's exactly what happened. He was still... Oh, excuse me. Oh, I had to cough. I'm still kind of coughing. You take this one, Kirby?
Okay. Yes, he did use the key onto the big key chest location. He was still looking for the Swamp Palace small key, so he wanted to check that one location. Unfortunately, because he did that, he did not have a key to get the Troll Dorms, so he is now looking for the other small key he hasn't collected yet.
Alright, we did it. We survived.
We did it. Good job. Good teamwork.
Yeah,
effort
thanks for
there.
covering me. Yeah, we're fairly certain the last key is just sitting there in Thieves Town because he finished it before having the hammer. It's just one of those unfortunate things, I guess. I can almost guarantee you that he won't make that gamble again, though.
Oh, okay. No, I know what he did. Like, he didn't check the chest because he already had blind activated, so he just went straight to blind and got that crystal.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because he went in a second time.
Yeah. So, but I don't think he had I don't think he had the hammer on the second time, so that may have just went out of his mind.
Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense then. That elusive 11th place has still not been claimed.
Yeah, that's right.
Finished. Alright, flaafykins takes on Mulrum 2, ignores the chest that everyone loves for some reason, and heads on up to Aghanim 2.
Up and use the cape dash right there. Not a bad play. Gets you through that room, which is very easy to kind of get off track. Just sometimes you just bounce off those things anyway. Sometimes the turtles can get in the way too.
What I do is I walk into that room, I go to the center conveyor lane, I hookshot upward, and then I dash immediately when it comes back. And that takes just enough time to where you should be able to make it. It's probably a little slower than it needs to be, but it's never let me down.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Alright, there's 11th place. Xerox TV has finished in 11th place with 2 hours, 17 minutes, and 27 seconds. And Yume Tsubasa has finished in 12th place with 2:18:03, right past him.
And Xerox TV, the 11th place finisher, did actually improve their personal best, or their race personal best anyway, to by 1 minute and 32 seconds, so good job.
NYRambler, where are you going? The left chest's in Mire?
Or desert. Maybe he didn't get in here. They get the initial chests that were in here.
Oh, he has the powder, and that's where it was.
Oh, that's right. He did. Yeah, you're right.
Maybe he found a desert small key we missed? Oh, he didn't know if we checked this. Nope, it's money. Alright, Fluffy's going to the Aghanim fight. They had the what? The blue mail and 6 hearts. That's not good. That's only 2 hits away from death. But with that half magic cape, I don't think it's going to be too dangerous.
Yeah, once this... Ooh, takes a hit right there, so she'll have to be really, really careful.
Oh, blue potion. Never mind, we're good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're good.
Glan has finished in 13th place with 2 hours, 19 minutes, and 15 seconds.
And his comment is rigged in all capital letters with spaces in between each letter, so... Something in this seed did not agree with him.
Rambler decided to steal the desert small key and is checking out the right side here. Maybe they're thinking they missed wherever the desert key was, so they're just kind of using this to circumvent it.
Ooh, nice double for Flaffy right there.
Oh, I hope there's nothing back here to lead Rambler even more astray. Like the Meyer big key would be really bad. Okay, good.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Where was Butter? There was a sword in
Turtle Rock.
Turtle Rock. That's where most people got it.
I think it was Kakariko, Mini Moldorm, Zora Ledge, and Turtle Rock.
That's right,
I
yeah.
want to say.
No, you are absolutely right. All right, flaafykins is finished in 14th place with 2 hours, 20 minutes, and 4 seconds, which is a 17.5-minute PB for them. Wow.
Nice job, Flaffy. Good job.
I'm gonna pull Flaffy in here. They're waiting in the general. If I can? Maybe I can't. Nope, I can't.
Yeah, I cannot either, so... There we go. Hello, Flaffy. GG.
Hello.
Yeah, that's a very nice PB for you.
Yeah, yesterday's it was slow. That was the
So-
first one I'd done racing.
Oh, I see. So, how'd you feel when finding the, I guess the hammer for one? I think I saw some rage slashes.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
And then,
That and the small key for swamp.
Yeah, that one.
I was going in there because I'm like, okay, I don't have a big key for Meyer, and I don't know what either Meyer or swamp is, but I can do swamp. I hope it's a crystal. As soon as I went into the dam to drain it, I was like, I don't have a small key. I was like, well, dang, I'm gonna see what the first chest is anyway. It's a small key.
And there you go.
Mm-hmm. and then I was just like, okay, I'm going to super go mode it. I really hope it's a crystal. If not, I'll come back through and look for the big key for Meyer. And thank God it was crystal.
We did actually just get a peg check from our ped check from Rambler. Just some pocket change, so nothing substantial on there.
I didn't even get the book. Where was that?
It was in Swamp, actually, in the southern, little square room.
Aha.
Sigma finishes in 15th place with 2 hours, 22 minutes, and 6 seconds. But yeah, it seems like once you got the hammer, things kind of started falling into your lap a little bit. Kind of of the four runners, you definitely kind of checked more overworld stuff and other locations, and that just kind of happens in Keysanity, I find, where you just get bottlenecked at some point. But yeah, once you got the hammer, things started to really just kind of start to fall into place there.
Yeah, I died early on trying to get to blind, and it's good that there wasn't anything there because I abandoned that.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, sorry.
I like checking in Keysanity. I tend to check overworld a lot more.
And it definitely makes sense in Keysanity when, there's just so much more stuff you gotta find. I was gonna say, Thieves Town was a little scary when you had access to it. I think it was only 5 hearts or so.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's
you
pretty
definitely,
low.
yeah, you were definitely not the only person to take a death there.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna try it. If I die, that's okay. I'll come back later.
Man, you gotta feel a little bad for Rambler here. It just seems like... Oh, nice apples. It just seems like he's completely forgotten about it after all the unfortunate trips he had into Thieves Town.
What's he missing?
He used a Turtle Rock small key on the big key chest door, and he's hunting for the 4th one.
Oh no. Yeah, I took a gamble that swamp was completable, and and a crystal, and I I stole a key from T-Rock.
Mhm. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if he's just like completely forgot about Viewstone this whole time, considering his through trips in there.
Possibly. I know that when I left Thievestown without having Hammer to do the big chest, I said to myself, I'm not going in there unless it is the last thing I do.
Yeah, well, that is where it's hiding.
Oh no.
Or we're pretty sure that's where it's hiding. I mean, it would make sense that he didn't check that. Because his first trip in there, he died to blind and didn't have the hammer. His second trip, he died to blind and left again. His third trip, he beat blind and he had the hammer, he just didn't go check it.
Oh, did he have the hammer at that point?
On his third trip through there, yeah, but he just went straight to blind to beat him and just forgot he had the hammer at the point.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Oh, he's going to the right spot.
He is heading south.
And not in. Oh, God.
Oh, come on. Yeah, kind of.
Kind of right.
Go
Yeah.
left. Go left. Oh.
Oh no.
He's probably just thinking, okay, did I check all the other overworld things over here? Or...
I would definitely be second guessing my dungeons in this position, especially in Keysanity.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd be looking at my dungeon list, seeing how many keys I have for each dungeon. And if he has that Thievestown small key, which I'm sure he does.
Yeah, he's on the map or the menu right there.
Yeah. Where's he going? Catfish. And a pod.
Did he miss a chest in the pod?
I don't think so. Because by the time he finished pod, he was still looking for the Swamp Palace small key. So I'm pretty sure he would have fully cleared it. Sahasrara? Oh, maybe that's what he's doing? He also has 0 pod keys, so I'm pretty sure he's, fully cleared that. Sahasrara was the single arrow. It was great.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Thanks for nothing, old man.
Mhm.
I definitely know this feeling though, where it's just like, you may question like the overworld movements, but really at this point you're just trying to think, like, what did I miss? And just kind of trying to go to every location to verify it.
Alright. Hi, Rambler, how you doing? You seem a little confused, I think. Oh, I see your button lighting up, but I don't hear anything.
Yeah, because I'm
Go to every
muted. Sorry,
location
guys.
to verify.
Yeah, so I could have skipped the vanilla big key chest, but I was still looking for that swamp small key, so that extra key in Turtle Rock I just couldn't find.
Confused, I think. We believe it was located in the Thievestown big chest. I see your button lighting up.
Oh, I forgot about that one. Wow, yeah, I did forget about that. Yeah, because I'm mic muted. good. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
So
You wanna know where the
skipped
the swamp small key is?
vanilla big key chest. I found the swamp small key.
Oh, did you? Oops.
Yeah, I completed everything except for I was just missing the Turtle Rock small key.
It
That's all I was missing.
located in the Thieves Town.
Oh yeah, Key Rock.
Oh, I did. Yeah, because I went in there. I went with 3, and I was like, all right. I was like, all right, I gotta find the swamp small key. I gotta find the bow. I found the bow right away. So I was like, all right, let's.
The swamp small key
Can
is?
you mute your
I
sound?
found the swamp small key.
Oh, did you? Oops.
Yeah, I completed everything except for I was just missing shut off. Sorry, guys. The Turtle Rock small key. That's all I was missing. Yeah, but that was wild.
Yeah,
Forgot about the Thieves Town small. I went with 3, and I was like, all right.
You had some unfortunate extra trips in there, and I think by the time you finally got in there and beat blind, you had just completely, forgotten that you had the hammer at that point.
Forgot about it, I'll be honest. I completely forgot about it. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, that's alright. That's just, that's just
I'm
rando how it goes.
I've never played Keysanity before, so that's just how it is. Big chest.
Yeah.
you had
First
some
time through, it's a little
unfortunate,
confusing.
I watched it and I was like, I know all the I know the logic and stuff, and I was like, but I forgot about it. Forgetting something like that is something that everybody does, even people who've been playing for a long time, I'm sure.
That's alright. That's just,
Yeah,
just rando how it goes.
I've never played Keysanity before, so it's just how it is.
Yeah. First time through, it's a little confusing.
I watched it and I was like, I know all the I know the logic and stuff, and I was
But
like,
yeah, even with that, still just like getting to that point on your first Keysanity is still really, really good job. Literally, just that one key was the only block, and everyone forgets a location at some point. The other day in the weekly, I actually forgot about Mini Moldorm Cave, which had the fire rod. So, but yeah, even just a normal randomizer, that just happens a lot. Just like getting to that point on your first Keysanity is still really, really good job.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate that it happened while I was like on beat feature and stuff, but that's just how it is sometimes.
Forgets a location. Yeah, and the chat was still cheering you on. They were really wishing you the best the whole way through. So you have a lot of support out there. That is nothing to be upset about. So.
Well, I mean that comes with being a pretty popular commentator. I think that's the chat knows that I'm always watching them and always rooting with them, so I'm sure they were hoping for a troll seed, and I guess that the swamp small key was the trolliest thing ever. So,
well, Vanilla Hammer's pretty up there.
Vanilla Hammer's good, but I mean, I found it pretty early, so it wasn't like Vanilla Hammer. But in Keysanity, the small key being Vanilla and Swamp is just absolutely insane.
It took me a while to find the hammer.
I went to pod pretty early because I had 5 of the keys early, so I was like, let me get in there.
I went to pod 3 times.
I only went in there twice, so that was good for me. I think one of the keys was hammer blocked, so you needed to double dip it.
Oh, I see. Yeah, well, I suppose that's fine because you can't get to that last door until you have the hammer.
Yeah, I mean, unless you skip that one out of the way chest, which some people probably wouldn't. Keysanity. I gotta learn how to which chest to gamble in Keysanity, I guess. Like that one chest in Thieves, the one chest in Pod, the one chest in Turtle Rock, that screwed me over. So
yeah, it's hard to figure out which one to gamble because technically they could be anywhere.
They literally could be anywhere. That's why I was like, I don't think it's pedestal because I was like, it can't be pedestal because I'm pretty sure the Mire Big Key and the Swamp Big and the Desert Big Key are in Ganis Tower.
Well, we never saw him, so you're probably right.
Yeah, well, when the Ganis Tower Big Key is found 5 minutes in, no, you're not gonna.
Yeah. We were quite literally talking about the big key and how it could be found in the overworld somewhere, and then as soon as that happens, it just pops up right there on one of the screens we were watching. So
yeah, it was the drain. It was the swamp drain.
Yeah.
All right, well,
threw it away.
GG's to everyone that played. You guys didn't screw up like I did, but there were a few others that didn't quite finish the race. So I'm not the only one.
Yeah, there's still people even racing still. So yeah, there's still progress on this front.
I realize now though, if I had gambled Turtle Rock like I wanted to originally, I could have probably finished this sub 215, sub 220 because once I found a bow and that gave me item go mode, I was like, all I need now is a small keeper swamp. And where the small keeper swamp was, I could just blitz through swamp and finished it. But instead, I opened that one door in Turtle Rock, and that cost me.
Yeah, it was a pretty linear seed, all things considered. Once you got the cape and the Mire shed, that led to the hook shot, which led to fire rod, which led to big key for Palace of Darkness, which led to the hammer. It just was a huge sequence of events. Kane was kind of an outlier because he had to find that the small keys for the tower. But
that was so annoying.
Oh yeah, and it was like I doubled the dice pass. I was like, all right, let me go see what that one key on the Highland Island. I was there. It is. That's the last one I needed for Kane of Samaria. I forgot what the first one was, but it's early.
It was in the fall room in Pod with the turtle skeletons.
That's right.
Well, all right. Unless you guys have anything else you want to bring up, I think that's gonna wrap it up for us.
Yeah, that's it for me. I'm gonna try to delete the memories. No, I'm kidding. This is fun.
Yeah, definitely try out Keysanity. It's a lot less scary than you think it is. Trust me.
And most of the time, you'll be 100% in the seat anyway, so it'll give you a good idea of where all the locations are, and it'll kind of commit those to memory for sure.
All right. Well, at 8 p.m. Eastern on Speed Gaming will be the daily open race. And at 11 p.m. this evening will be an open enemizer race. So all the enemies will be randomized as well. And these races, I haven't either. I'm a little excited about it.
Yeah, I haven't either, so that should be a lot of fun.
All right, looks like... Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, coming up on this channel, we do have some Mario Odyssey, any percent, for that tournament that's currently going on. So if you're interested in watching that, feel free to. It'll be starting very, very soon.
I do want to thank our trackers, Dustin and CJ Reynolds, for pulling a double duty and tracking 4 races. It definitely requires a lot more concentration than sitting here talking does, let me tell you.
Yeah, for sure. It's often an unthanked job, I'd say, so it's definitely trackers very, very helpful. They really kind of keep things moving and have all the information for us so we can talk about it, so thank you to both of them.
All right, I guess that's going to be it. So thank you all for watching. Stay tuned.
Yep, see you guys later.